because NiKo would agree to come to G2 and play with me. So yeah, I'm really happy because they decided to do that, and that was like biggest moment of my career when he joined G2. At the end, we stick together. We stayed together. I'm really happy because of it.
Yeah.
Maybe if I went to that team, it would be better for now. But I think like it's bright future in front of us.
Under the Scope, episode 3, and another G2 special guest coming in here, and someone whose career growth has been insane, but he's also one of the most humble and dedicated players. But we don't often hear too much from you sometimes, right? You're more of the quiet player, I would say. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. I don't like to talk too much. I like when people talk about me, so yeah.
Yep.
I'm not talking about myself at least too much or about my team, so yeah.
Well, today we're going to try and get you to talk a little bit about it, because a lot of your career in the previous fight in the past has been spoke about, but I want to feel from you where it all started, how we got to this point, and how things begun with you. So we know your relationship with NiKo, but did you grow up with some brothers and sisters as well?
Nah, NiKo is the only one that I got. Unfortunately, my kids, when they were younger, they couldn't have more kids, especially my mom. They had some issues, so yeah, I am the only one.
Ah, so how was that growing up as the only kid? You get spoiled? They treat you good a lot?
Yeah, I mean, they did, of course. And like my parents are really young. Like my mom got me when she was 17 or 18. So they were to me, I mean, they're still like brother and sister.
Yeah.
We had that relationship. And now when I have a daughter as well, I'm trying to kind of copy paste it because it worked really well. And I'm happy how they dealt with me, I would say. So yeah, it was good. But yeah, of course, NiKo was a big part. He was like my brother, and we were living in the same house for 6 or 7 years.
Okay.
So yeah, we grew up together, and even after when they moved, it was like 30-40 kilometers away from my place. We still like were seeing each other a lot. We were going on vacation together, and yeah, weekends we were spending together with our grandma and grandpa. So yeah, it's been good. It's been good.
So even without having a brother or sister, you still had that whole relationship, which is why we've got what we have now and what we see with you guys. How was school life for you? Were you good in school? Were you a bad hunter?
No, I was decent overall. Okay. I finished even university before I started playing. I mean, at the same time when I was like playing for Valiance back then, I was finishing university. I wanted to stop because it was really tough to play CS and go to university at the same time. But yeah, my mom forced me to finish it because she was always saying it will not hurt. That can help you maybe after your career. You never know when you are like already there, just finish it. I was like second year or third year, I cannot remember, so I had like 2 years more. And yeah, I had a lot of good friends who were going with me in university. They were helping me a lot when I needed to go to events or something like that, yeah. So yeah, I finished even university, so yeah, I was decent.
What about in the early days of school, you know, when you're talking like 5, 6, 7, that kind of age? Still good, still behaving?
I was always a responsible kid and a responsible guy, so yeah, I was trying my best, even though I didn't like to go to school ever in my life. Who does, yeah, especially men. So I never really liked, but yeah, I was just doing it because I knew that I must do it. So yeah, I was decent. I was never a problem, I would say.
Okay, were you like good grades as well, or like in the middle?
Like better than the middle, I would say. Okay. So close, really close to good, like to very good. So yeah.
And was this because your parents put a big emphasis on it?
Not really. Like yeah, my mom was kind of forcing it a bit, father not that much, but. Yeah, she was kind of controlling me and talking to my teacher and after professors or anything or something like this. So she was like checking from time to time. But yeah, they were trusting me, and yeah, I was just trying to be decent good, you know.
Yeah. Now, what is amazing of your story is the internet cafe, right? So you're 6 years old when your parents decided to open an internet cafe. Just explain how that came together for them. Like, that is what every kid from our generation would dream of, and you actually got to live it. But it was just like they saw an opportunity, they saw this was a good business idea, or it was a personal interest of them?
No, I think they just saw an opportunity as a good business, especially my father. At the beginning, we just had PlayStation. It was PlayStation 1 back in the day, so yeah, we are old, James, we are old. So yeah, they just saw a good opportunity, and that's the reason why they opened it. And they were young, and like they understood those kind of things, and like that's kind of advantage of younger parents, I would say.
Definitely.
And yeah, at the beginning it was just PlayStation, and after they bought some PCs, and at that time like you didn't have that many people having PCs at home, only rich people, and I didn't have either. So yeah, I mean it was good, and I'm really happy that they decided to do that, and yeah, that's where everything started for me and for NiKo as well.
Had you played any games before your family had the internet cafe? So you had nothing, no experience?
No, just ball games, football, basketball,
Yeah.
and playing with the friends outside. So yeah.
So then all of a sudden you have a family internet cafe. Now, I know you can probably use the stuff, but it's still a business as well. So was there like a balance of how much you could use it, how much?
Yeah, of course, there was a balance. I mean, I was never a kid who was like sitting in front of PC for 24 hours, playing the game, ordering food. I always tried to be healthy. I was like playing football all my life and training and having a lot of friends where I played with them and in the school as well.
Yeah.
So I would say I liked more playing football than computer games. Even now I like football really much. I cannot I don't want now to choose between CS and football. But yeah, I like sports. I overall follow a lot, and when I have a chance to play, I play still. So yeah, of course, like I was playing CS and some other games at that time as well, but I couldn't play for longer than, let's say, 2-3 hours a day.
Okay.
Depends how I do in the school as well.
If you're told to get off.
Yeah, so yeah, not that late as well. So yeah.
What would you say was the first game before Counter-Strike you played? You said you had the PlayStation. Can you remember what you first played?
I played football on PlayStation, so it was like some Pro Evolution Soccer or FIFA or I don't know what else at that time. Super Mario and classic things, and some Need for Speed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I played a lot, like after World of Warcraft as well.
You played World of Warcraft?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my! Were you addicted to World of Warcraft or just casually?
Not that much.
Okay.
I was addicted to CS mostly. Other games I played, like Football Manager, for example, as well.
Okay, that makes sense with the football love.
I liked it still, but when I start playing it, I'm crazy. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I cannot sleep. I want to finish all seasons, do all transfers. Yeah, that's the kind of a guy I am. So yeah, so I stopped everything when I now only CS, and yeah, that's working good.
So Football Manager was trying to pull you in. Luckily, there was no esports.
Yeah, and especially when I after got PC at home and playing it until 5 a.m., then going to the school at 7.
Oh wow! Okay, see, I can feel you on this, but mine was definitely World of Warcraft. I had MMOs was like my mad. Just being in a different world, leveling it was like
especially if you play with the people, like with some friends, and they are forcing you, please come, let's do this, let's do that, and then it's just just like that. 2 hours are going like 6 easy.
And during this time, obviously, you had this close relationship with NiKo. But were you playing a lot of these games, just going experience all this together, or was there a bit of like you were doing different things?
After when he moved to a different city, he had his friends that he was playing games with, especially before, like when we didn't even have a good internet where we could play together, you know. So yeah, I mean, we didn't play that many. We played, of course. Yeah. We played mainly CS. We played some other games a bit, but not much. When we were together, we were playing CS a lot together. And after, I mean, in Bosnia, you know, when we played together, we always try to smash people, and especially because we were kids and older people, they were getting mad because kids were smashing them. So yeah, it was fun.
Now, for you, you said as well you had a PC at home at one point. So you had the internet cafe, but you got your PC at home. How old were you when you got your PC at home?
Bro, you will not believe, but I think I was 14.
Oh, only 4? Okay, so you had to wait
14, 15. Yeah, I mean, I needed to wait. Yeah, they didn't want to buy me PC when they had internet cafe. Literally, like I needed to. 14 or 15, I think.
Was it like a birthday present? You had to wait for it or something like
that? No. Just like that was how they were thinking, and that's it. You have internet cafe. If you want to play, you can come here, but I don't want to hear you whole night playing the games. And I mean, that's smart, I would say. Yes, that was smart idea.
Keeping you locked out of it 24/7.
Yeah.
Make sure you focus on what you need to focus on with it. Now, here we go. Look at this. 9 years old, and you win your first event, right? But it was at your parents' internet cafe.
Yeah, that was crazy story.
So, just talk to me. Like you mentioned, I can imagine there's some probably men or young teenagers or like older teenagers, right, playing throughout this tournament, and yet you come through and you win your own event, well, your family's event.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, they just made an event and people were coming. I was not even supposed to play. Nobody, I mean, they didn't allow me to play. My parents would still, you know. And then one team came and they were kind of like one of the best guys in the city, but people from other cities as well were coming, so it was a decent event at that time. And one guy got sick and he couldn't come, and they didn't have anyone, and they just told me, come and play, we don't have anyone else. And then I smashed. I was really good.
Okay.
Like really, really good, and then they were just always inviting me to play after, and yeah, I was just playing with them and learning from them a lot. I mean, they were kind of guys 18, 19 years old at that time, a bit younger, you know, but nobody was under 14, like no way.
You.
Yeah, unless that. And I was 9, and yeah, I played really good, like young guy, like barely could like sit, you know, on the chair, literally like 9-year-old. So yeah,
Your legs are like hanging.
yeah, literally, I couldn't touch the ground from the chair. They were putting pillows, you know, on the back.
Oh, brilliant.
So yeah, it was really good story. Good. I mean, I will always remember that.
Yeah, you'll never forget something like that. So
Yeah,
young, an
yeah.
achievement as well, and playing against older people at the same
Yeah.
time. You feel on top of the world, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Did NiKo play in this tournament at all, or is one that he?
No,
played against?
he's younger he's younger 1 year than me, so he wasn't there. I think no, he wasn't. But after when we got 10, 11, we were playing all events in Bosnia at that time, and yeah, it was just crazy.
And this is it. This is where we see the journey begin, right? In terms of you seeing the competitive side.
Yeah.
Were you always competitive though, outside of games as well? Were you always that type of person?
Yeah, like even when I play other sports, I hate to lose. Of course, when it's fun and things like that, I'm trying to have fun. But overall, I really don't like to lose whatever I play, and that's who am I, kinda.
Yeah, so that's built into you. And do you think that's like helpful for when you're playing Counter-Strike and you're trying to compete in Counter-Strike? Do you feel like you need to have that competitive nature?
I think that's really important. Not like being kinda, how to say that stubborn that you need to win always and to in every situation. But I think it's really good.
Now, what I want to understand with you, because when I've done my research and I've looked at like the life of huNter and the different videos that G2's put out and the stuff from your past, I went back to and watched one of the DreamHack events as well. There's this period where you obviously played Counter-Strike because you have the internet cafe, you have your PC at home at this point, you've got older, but it wasn't a main focus of your life. Football was more of the focus, right? So what was it that made you want to focus on football more, even if you were still like, you were good young, so you must have known you had talent, but you chose football over it?
It was just tough before because I couldn't ever believe in my life that CS will go that far. You know, that you could
none of us knew.
Yeah, that you could live from that and those kind of things. And my parents were always kind of not forcing me, but always telling me, okay, you should do a couple things at the same time, so you will, you know, you'll be good at one thing and you will try to do the best in one thing, you know. So they were forcing me to play football kind of, even though I liked it, to go to university. So kind of I'm safe. And then after, kind of when I started to play more serious, that's when NiKo joined Mousesports, I think.
Ah, okay.
That was really important moment of my career as well.
Of course, yeah. So you see NiKo change, and obviously he's been dominant at this point. Everyone started to looking at him before he joins Mouse, but you were still in the shadows as such. But you saw, okay, times have changed, or something.
Yeah.
This is a different feeling.
Yeah, I mean, when he joined Mousesports, when he got some like salary and like at that time you could already understand, okay, this game will grow up, and you know, even though I like to play CS, I mean I was playing 1.6, then I stopped when they released CS:GO.
Oh,
I didn't play at all.
Wow, so you had a whole break.
Yeah, I had a whole break, and like
and this was just football then at this point.
Yeah.
Football, school, life.
Yeah.
How old were you?
It was 2013-14 when I started playing CS:GO, so I was like 18, 19 when I started playing CS:GO. After. I had a big break between like CS 1.0. I tried at the beginning CS:GO, I really didn't like it.
No one did.
Yeah, I really hated it after like comparing to CS 1.6. And then, yeah, and you know what happened? Yeah, NiKo joined for Mousesports, and then he wanted to organize because of that kind of event in his internet cafe in his city. And what happened? The same when I had 9-year-old, like NiKo invited some friends, I don't know, from Serbia at that time, and one guy couldn't come. And he called me, come, you know, I just need one player, whatever, to play. And then first game, you know, I didn't join CS:GO, literally at that time. So that's the first time to join CS:GO.
Wow, so not even a bit of like practice? Or
nothing.
You can sit down,
yeah,
exactly.
First game, I'm like a bit, you know, still I want to see settings, blah, blah, I don't know anything. Second game, I got better. Third game in group stage, good. Semi-finals, almost like NiKo. After the we won the event, whatever, it was easy. After the game, NiKo told me, you need to start playing this game.
Yes.
You'll be really good, you know. You'll be really good. Trust me. I know how you played 1.6, whatever. Like, I will help you, whatever you need. You just need to start playing. And then, of course, he helped me with some gear, with PC, and then everything like that.
Because obviously you probably need an upgrade by the time you're trying to go to CSGO.
And yeah, that's where kind of everything started for me in CSGO.
So at what point did you want to start focusing less? Because this bit makes sense of what happened with NiKo, what happened with you, and why you want to play CSGO. But was there ever this feeling I could go pro in football?
Yeah, I mean, I signed even professional contract at one point.
Really?
When I was 17 or 18, I don't know, like around that time. And then, like, after I left that club and I went to the other club, I had some salary so I can pay university, you know, with that salary.
So nice.
And then, I mean, I needed to stop football. I kept going to university. I stopped football when I started playing CS because it was impossible to do.
University, football, and CS.
Impossible. I was doing it at one point.
For how long did you try to do that?
It was like 6 months or something.
Shit,
yeah, whole day was like...
So your body's tired, your mind's tired, and then you're still trying to play.
And in the evening I play. Yeah, that's how it was at one point. So
that's dedication though, I respect it, but that's hard. That's really hard.
It was really hard. But yeah, I needed to pay university, you know, because I played football, I got some salary. CS at the beginning, like I wanted to see where I'm standing at. I wanted to play with some better players that NiKo was playing before he joined Mouse Sports. And then I saw like, okay, I'm better than everybody, you know, from my country and all the players that NiKo played with. And they were telling me, you are really good, just keep going. And then that's when I decided to stop football and to start playing more serious, I would say. And I was playing all day, all night. My parents are going to vacation. My girlfriend wanna go to vacation. I am not going to vacation. I'm playing whole summer, you know. Even no AC in my room, I'm just playing. So
no AC in the room.
Literally no AC, bro. I was sweating and playing. On the sun. Like 35, 40 easy.
And you're running your PC at the same time.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Sweating, changing always, but don't stop playing, you know.
Playing and grinding.
Mousepad is fucking wet, but you don't care. You must play, and you know. I mean, I knew because I was like kind of late. I didn't start. Like I was 2 years behind all of the players that started at the beginning, and I'm really sorry that I didn't play since the beginning because it would be great if me and NiKo played together at the beginning when CSGO wasn't on the best level at that time, and I think we would have done some better things together even before in Serbian teams, Balkan teams. Because he needed one more guy, you know, to be good as like close. Exactly. He needed one more guy in his team, I think, and at that time I think we could have done much more things together, but that's maybe the reason why I was pushing myself even more to prove to the world that I can do better and to prove to NiKo, and to at the end my dream was to play with him and try to win some trophies with him and help him win the trophy, especially because he was the main reason why I got back in CS.
Passing it on, right?
Yeah.
Now what's interesting here is going through your whole career and how you've approached this. For a while, like you said, there was a split between you and NiKo. You weren't always playing with him. So when you came to CSGO initially, what was your first team? Is Wikipedia right by saying GamePub was the first team?
Yeah.
Or was there some teams before that with players?
Nah, I mean, I didn't have. That was kind of first team where I played kind of some online cups events. That was the first team.
So the start there was in 2015. But then iNation is obviously the one people will start to recognise and know. But who was on that team you were playing with back then?
iNation or GamePub?
iNation.
It was Letni, Emi, Hooxi, and Nexa at the beginning.
Okay, nice.
It was a decent team, I would say. We won some Balkan events. I don't know, we played against, for example, the Turkish teams with Hooxi, Aleksib, and we were winning them at the time. So I think we were good. And then Kasad was our coach as well.
Yes.
And then after that, Kasad got an offer from Renegades.
Can't say no to that.
Yeah, it was tough to say no because we didn't have an organization. We had some kind of offers, but it was never 100% serious. And then he wanted one of the players from our team, you know, and I'm really sorry that happened because I think we had the potential at that time to be decent team as well with Nexa. Nexa was really good at that time as well. And they two together left. I stayed there. We needed to just grow up together. Nothing else to say. And at the end we did.
Now, looking at that though, at this point you're still in university, yeah? So you're
Yes, 100%.
University and just CS now.
Yep.
And how are you making money? How are you surviving?
No, I mean, my parents were helping me. They were still having this internet cafe, you know.
Okay.
My father was working as well. And they were helping me, of course, because they knew as well I had the potential. And of course,
So they were supporting it then?
Yeah, they were supporting me a lot.
So it wasn't a hard conversation to say, I'm going to stop football, I'm going to be playing
Yeah,
tennis.
they were supporting me always, even when I was a kid. Like, I'm 10-year-old, even NiKo's parents and my parents both. Like, we have an event like 3-4 hours drive from the city, you know, and they are coming with us, they are driving us to play that event, being with us. Like, we had like events, I don't know, you come there at 10 a.m. and then you play finals at 7 a.m., like almost 24 hours. We sleep together in the car, we eat whatever, you know, you just, who would do that?
Most parents will not
I
do
am
that.
father, you're father, you know, and then when you think of that, it's just crazy. And especially at that time where you didn't know that at all the CS can be anything.
Yeah, this is the early days.
They were just doing it because they love us, and of course that they know that we love that game and that we enjoy that game, and I'm really like grateful that I have them, and of course NiKo's parents as well. And that's really great and amazing story.
Was there ever a point before NiKo made it on Mouse Sports where the parents had any pushback, like, because you guys are playing, because you guys are trying, that maybe if this isn't successful, guys, you need to do something else?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really, honestly, not at all, I would say.
Really?
They were just supporting us in whatever we did and whatever we liked.
That's amazing.
Yep.
That's exactly what you want. That's the dream scenario. Like you said, though, you were good at school, you were still going to university. So all of this time, they're supporting you and you're going through it all. NiKo's made it. That obviously sounded like it gave you a huge motivation boost. But what do you feel was the blockers in you not making it sooner to join up alongside him?
Like after when he...
Yeah, when he's gone through to Mouse, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, you said you want to play with him. But it took a long time for us to get to this point. If we look down the list of teams, we look at how it went for you. It took longer, even though you were still skilled.
Yeah, but it just meant to be like that. It's impossible to go like from 1 to 10 immediately, you know. You just need to work. I was working a lot, and that was pushing me a lot, that I wanted to play with him. At the end, he finishes in my team. So that's crazy story, you know. And yeah, I mean, we had some opportunities. Like when I joined Valiance, that was kind of the first organization where like we had professional contracts and I had buyout and everything. And yeah, in phase it was really tough, of course. When I joined Valiance, when I signed the contract with Valiance, he was already in phase. So it was really tough. They were a really good team at that time, really good players, winning a lot of trophies. And
it's a bit hard for you to get a shout out to come to that team.
Yeah, my dream was to join phase, of course. Like great organization, great players, NiKo there. It was just impossible at that time. And yeah, when I joined G2, it was a different story. Yeah.
Definitely. I'll get to G2 in a bit because I want to touch on Valiance with that. This is where I think the world started to take note of you, right? It wasn't just about looking at NiKo and saying, oh, it's just his cousin. It's just looking at huNter is a good enough player. What point did you feel like that was where you started to have your own success, your own way, you know, so you weren't just in his shadow?
I would say like Valiance, when we signed, after when we were not anymore Balkan team, when we signed Esperanto, Nexa and Oton from Imperial, I think at that time,
Yeah.
That's where we kind of became like not more serious, a lot serious comparing to before. And we went in like top 20. We almost qualified for the major, like just 2 months being together when we failed in Katowice against Hens and Vitality, like where we had 1-0 leads both games, and especially against Hens, like for 1-0 and Mirage 9-6, half on T, and our CT at that time on Mirage, we were almost the best in the world, I would say. We were really good. And yeah, we failed, but we didn't give up, and then after we qualified for the Berlin Major. We had some events in between, but that Berlin Major was...
That was the first time I got to meet you guys face to face.
Yeah. And then we played against FaZe in Berlin Major. We won them. So yeah, it's just everything was crazy. So I would say 2017 when they joined Nexa. And when was the major in Berlin? 19, yeah?
2019, yeah.
17, 18 I think. 18 was like where I saw, okay, that's it, you know.
And was that still studying at this point as well?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you stop studying?
I think 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, 2018.
2018. So the whole time up until that, which is going to take you kind of midway through your time with Valiance, you were still playing, still studying the whole time.
Yeah.
How did you manage that with going to events though?
I mean, I knew like I was really good with professors, and most of them, they were following CS because I was studying IT.
Brilliant.
and they knew, you know, and they understood. So I could find the middle ground with them, and even when I
support from all over, this is perfect.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I had a lot of friends as well who were going with me to university, who were helping me a lot with when I cannot go to like exams or anything, that they were helping me to do it after better and whatever. So yeah, it was really good that I had support everywhere, and yeah, just felt good.
Because you know there could be some teacher that would be like, no, you don't make it, that's it. You know.
Yeah, of course you had older teachers, but yeah, then you get these younger ones to talk to them, and yeah.
And you make it work.
Yeah, you just need to make it work.
And so, what time did you graduate?
But I think 18.
18.
Yeah.
So you graduated in 18.
Yeah.
Qualified. You got everything you needed.
It was not really that hard university. It was okay. You needed to learn some things a bit, to teach, to sit with your book and things like that, but not much. Okay. If you get some things right, you will understand everything else pretty easy. So yeah.
So you were able to study, you were able to go through it, and then at that point, Valiance was still paying you. Was it enough you could live off?
Yeah, of course, it was more than enough. Like even at first when I joined Valiance, I was really happy with salary. I had some other offers as well with from some other teams, like tier 2, tier 3 teams. But yeah, I didn't want to leave my guys because they were here. They were like since the beginning with me, and they helped me a lot improve as a person, as a player, and yeah, that's where kind of everything started. And even Peca was at the time with us, our manager now in G2. Yeah. So yeah, great stories.
I want to ask some memories and some stories coming from your, I would call it a rivalry with Windigo. The amount of times you guys faced off against each other, dude.
I mean, it was crazy. Like we always had like Balkan events, you know, online, offline, whatever. And we were losing to them at one point almost every final. It was just crazy. Yeah, it was really crazy. But yeah, I mean, they were a really good team at that time. Like they even won WECG, with Poison Ships, Bubble, Victor, and I don't know, Blocker, this guy, who played with them. So yeah, if you win WECG, of course, you are a decent team. And we were fighting with them, that was a really healthy rivalry, I would say. Yeah. But after when Nexa and Oton and Esperanto came, we never lost to them.
Okay, so that was the change. Those three came.
We always smashed them after that.
Has your English always been good? Did you always study English? Because from when I've met you, we had no problem doing English interviews. From Berlin Major onwards, our first one, you were good with interviews. And
in our countries, I would say everybody is decent because they are teaching us in the school English for let's say 4 to 8 years.
Okay.
So yeah, you know basics, and if you have a chance to talk with some people, of course, outside of your cities, and of course you will improve even more. So yeah, it's been okay always.
Did it hurt you at all though, leaving the Balkan scene? Was any bit of sadness in there? Were you happy to go international with these guys?
Well, I was happy because that was a matter of time. I was playing in 4 years with the Balkan team, and of course I wanted to go for more because at that time we didn't have that many good players, to be honest, to make a team with. If you want to go step ahead. So yeah, we needed to change something. We needed some international players if we wanted to be on top. And of course, we kept, it was Letni, me, Otto, Esperanto and Nexa, and then he was coach, Peca was manager, so it was still kind of Balkan team, just Esperanto and Otto were guys who kind of made the difference comparing if we had full Balkan team.
So they filled the gaps for you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And you kept it nice with the ball.
Exactly.
I want to look about DreamHack Masters Marseille.
Yeah, that was first big tier 1 event.
First big event, right? How was that to go through? Was that where you really thought, okay, I'm going to the right direction now?
Yeah, I mean, we qualified winning, I don't know, Heroic at that time, who was a great team, and I don't know who else, it was one more good team, but I forgot. It was an online qualifier, so, and one team was going only through, we needed to go through open qualifiers to closed, and then, it was just, you needed to win 10 games to go there. And of course, going to that event, that was the first time for me to see all the teams, all the other players, and that was just a great experience. Even though we didn't manage to go through group stage, we had the chance at that time against, I don't know what was the team name, but Colzera, Fallen, I don't know, it was MIBR. Yeah, I don't know how they were called at that time. Maybe
they changed so much.
Yeah, but that was the team. You know, we were really close to beat them first game, but yeah, we lost and. Or we played again. No, we played against Maus, then we lost to them after. So yeah, but that was really great experience for me, and first kind of big experience, huge experience.
And had you been out the country much before that? Have you been on like family holidays and stuff into Europe and anywhere else?
Not much, of course. We had holiday like only in summer,
Okay.
because like we were not having that much money before. Like my parents, like we were not having a house literally for 8-9 years. We were like paying rents, you know.
wow,
It was
okay,
really
yeah.
tough life after the war. My parents needed to leave city
Yeah.
where they were living before.
Rebuild, restart. Right?
Yeah, just full restart in different city, and you need to start from zero, and it wasn't easy life overall for them. And yeah, after that, I mean, I'm really proud of them, and I'm grateful that I have them, and all the wishes that they had, that they were still supporting us, me and NiKo, and yeah.
And that's what's crazy, right? Because you were born just after the war, right? So like, you are born in that territory, but your parents went through it, and they were so young to be able to deal with that. Do you think that's what's made them though so extra supportive and stuff? You know,
Of course,
that dream, chasing the dream.
100%.
The hell they've probably gone through in order to make the best life for you.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they had a lot of issues in their lives, but the fact that they stayed alive after everything, that was for them crazy. 4 years of war, it's just insane. And my father was really happy to be alive, you know. And
Of course.
everything else you can manage if like everybody is healthy and alive.
Yeah.
Everything else is manageable, I would say.
Of course.
And yeah, they were not ever scared of anything. Okay, we'll work like I don't know how many hours a day. I just want to make my son happy. That's how they were thinking, you know. And now when I got a kid, I can understand a lot what they were talking before and why they were acting like that, how they were acting.
Yeah, we learn a lot when that change happens for
Yep.
sure. The other change you had when you went from Valiance to Crazy, but this was like very short-lived before we moved on to the nice G2 part.
No, but in Valiance and Crazy it was the same. We
Same
just
team just rebranded.
yeah,
right?
exactly. Before the Berlin major, yeah.
But did you sign a new contract? Was there a new contract with that, or did your old contract tie over?
I think all contracts.
Old contract.
contract.
Okay. But we had this thing. So this is the bit I'm going to come to. Is that there was a mix-up or a slight delay in the G2 and Crazy contract, right, to get you to G2.
Yeah.
Was that like a nervous point of thinking I might not go to G2, or was it still a done deal? Are you confident? Because I know some of these negotiations can be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, after that major in Berlin, me and Nexa, we got a lot of offers.
Yeah.
Him and me, like, we had a lot of offers, like, to go together to the team. One of them was G2.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to stick together. That
Of
was
course, yeah,
that
that
was
makes sense.
our goal at that time. And we had even better offers than G2, like salary-wise. But
Really?
yeah, but we didn't want to go anywhere else but G2 because G2 was always big organization.
Yep.
And that's why we decided to try to go there. Like Crazy as well had a like big offer from other organizations to buy a whole team.
Damn.
And they had like our CEO at that time, he had issues like if he sell me an Nexa, those guys they didn't want to pay without me an Nexa. Yeah. And then he didn't want to sell us. He wanted to give us bigger salary and everything around how it goes in business. Yeah.
Yep.
But we didn't want to stay. We thought, okay, that's it. And especially me, because I was in Valiance for a lot of time, like a lot of years. I just wanted like new experience, something new in my life. And yeah, G2 was fighting for us a lot to get us there. And I'm really grateful and happy that they did it. And yeah, when we signed the contract, like, and when everything went well at the end, of course, I was sorry for my guys that I played with and for the people that were there from the beginning with me, but they understood and they always supported me. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's where me and Nexa signed. It was 2019, September, October, something like that.
September, yeah. Very end of September,
Yeah.
yes, going into October.
Yeah.
And what was that like for you? When all these teams are after you, you even chose to take less money, but for the bigger org.
Yeah.
Was it a hard decision to go through? Did you and Nexa have lots of conversations like, do we do this, what do we want?
Yeah, of course, it was like it's of course you are proud of yourself. You get that many offers from good teams, people they want you, but still it's not easy decision to make. You know, it's never easy decision to make if you have a lot of if you have a lot of offers. So yeah, you always try to be the smartest, to think of million things, but the most important is heart. You need to listen to your heart.
Okay. Follow your heart with it.
And I'm really happy that Nexa as well was with me, because it's easier when you have somebody who you were playing with before. And yeah.
Now, looking at G2, you've now been here for this year, will be 5 years.
Yeah.
Can you believe that you've been on the same team for 5 years?
I cannot believe.
This team looks nothing like what you started
Yeah,
with either.
5 years ago almost. It's just crazy. Time
And you were
flies.
the only piece of this puzzle that remained throughout all of this.
I mean, Nexa signed as well at that time, but he
But I mean,
left.
he's gone, and
Yeah,
then come
yeah,
back.
he came back.
You've stayed as the one through all of it.
Yeah. I mean, when I joined, it was 2019, and we were together, Nexa and me there. And then just 1 year after, NiKo joined. So, you know, it's still okay. At the beginning, it was really, really tough because French guys, like Jax, he didn't speak English almost at all. Like, different culture, different vision on the game.
What was it like when you first met the French guys?
They are really nice, like Kenny, Jax, everybody is nice, like really good guys, and they were always, like, they were really trying that me and X are like feeling like at home always. Okay. And they are really, really nice guys. I mean, you know, and people know Kenny and Jax, they are really, really good guys. Samanek is, you know, really good guy as well, but he's quite, yeah. They were always trying to, you know, help us. But we were practicing at that time crazy, like whole day, bro, like from 10 to 10, literally, like every day CS, non-stop, because we knew we needed, because they, like, that was the first time for them to play in the international team. So yeah, Jack's English wasn't good at all. He was my roommate. So I learned some French as well because he didn't speak English too much. Wow. But yeah, I'm really happy. That was really great experience, and I'm happy that I played with those guys, and I never had an issue with any teammate that I had ever. We all stayed good.
I can't imagine you, what I know of you, I can't imagine you having a problem with anyone unless they do something outrageously bad. You're very relaxed, you're very calm, you think things through as well. But I want to know more about Jax, because to us, he's wild character, right? Even in game, he'd be making some wild decisions at times. His whole character, his demeanor was...
He's the best, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me, he's just the best. Like, whatever happens, when he wakes up, he's listening to music, dancing. You can feel, I don't know how, you don't need to sleep, but you will just be positive because of him.
Yeah.
He's just full of positivity, and he's bringing that positivity to whole team. And it's crazy, even if somebody is negative, he's not picking it up at all. So he's negative to somebody else. You know, he's always positive, like always positive.
That's a superpower these days.
Yeah, and yeah, whatever you want to do, whatever you need, he's just always there. And yeah, very good guy.
How hard though was it for you guys as a team? If we're talking about in the game, them trying to speak English, you guys trying to agree on how things should be played. Like, what was that like for you guys, especially for you and Nexa? Because it's like you went from a high of potential, and this is obviously a massive opportunity joining G2, but it wasn't a smooth route for you guys at all.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't easy at all. At the beginning especially, it was really, really tough. But yeah, at the beginning, like, our mindset and mindset of our management was like, okay, we don't care too much about showing that we are good or whatever at the beginning. We just need to practice a lot, play a lot, and yeah, build something. And I mean, I'm really sorry that COVID happened just after like couple months.
Yeah, that was rough.
Think like we played some like couple LAN events. Like we were off, like I would say 40 days off, like just traveling from event to event. Like, I don't know, Pro League Odens, then we went to China, then from China we went to USA, then from USA we went to Malta. It was just crazy at that time, but that's what was their goal, just to spend as much time together, to play as much as we can, all events we can. And it was a really good idea. Then at the beginning of the year, we went in this London Blast group stage.
Yeah, I remember.
2020, we went 3-0, pretty easy. And then I mean, before that we had really, really long boot camp, and I'm like, okay, this team has big potential. Then Katowice, we qualified for playoffs, and like that was the first time where me and Nexa had an opportunity to play in front of the people in the arena, and then like COVID smashed us literally. And
that's because that was the one, right, where for me, by the way, I wasn't even a talent at the time. I was a journalist. I was working for news websites. But I just remember, if you're in, you're in. But anyone else, you're out. So
yeah,
I had my badge and my pass. We were in, and that was it though. So this was the weirdest.
Yeah, that was really crazy. Then my first experience of Spodek at that time was playing in, like, there's no people, 0 people.
It was the ESL staff, it was some camera guy, and it was us journalists.
Yeah, exactly. Like 30, 40 people. So yeah, it was really, really bad experience. But yeah, we still went to the finals, and then after that, we couldn't play LANs for I don't know how much.
And this was the final versus Navi, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was, yeah. And at that point, okay, I know it's not a big stage, but like, how was that whole experience for you guys to go through? Like, for you having that opportunity, being at Katowice, was this like, okay, look at this, like, NiKo's not here, I'm here?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was like great experience. Even like when we started playing group stage, I'm like, okay, just go game by game. I'm not thinking, okay, we need to go to playoffs, we need to go to finals.
Oh, you didn't have that pressure?
No, not at all at the beginning when I joined G2. Like it was just play the game and try to enjoy with your boys as much as you can, and that's what we kind of did. And then when you understand, okay, we are 3-0, we are in semis directly, yeah, that's. And then like we played against Fnatic in semifinals. They were defending title, and it was 15-11. I am like 1v4, and we won the round because they couldn't defuse the bomb at the end. And then yeah, it was just great experience. Even though Navi at that time was just unbeatable.
Yeah.
We tried our best, but they were just at that time really, really good. And
that was the start of the whole.
Yeah,
era, right?
that's when you lose the finals and you are just not mad.
Yeah, you go, okay, they were just better.
Yeah, they are just better, and that's it. But yeah, good experience overall. And then COVID started. That smashed us, I would say. Oh, it was really tough to just be at home, play from home for, I don't know, year and a half.
It felt like maybe some it felt like almost 2 years.
Like
right? Just
first event after COVID.
Because Europe opened up more, Americans didn't come over, right?
Yeah, like first event after COVID, after Katowice was I think Cologne.
Okay.
When we played in hotel.
Navi won.
Yeah, we lost in finals as well.
There was no crowd. There was no crowd.
No, we played we played in hotel, and then they were lifting trophies in front.
Yeah.
As well. Like we knew that they were a better team at that time. Of course, you try to win, you try your best, but you remember we even opened champagne and celebrating with them. I mean.
Well, it's the best celebrating you can do with anyone. You finally saw people.
Yeah,
again. You're like,
yeah, exactly. After the COVID, it was just for us, we are in a different world.
Yeah. That really messed things up. COVID was such a horrible situation to go through. Was it different for you in Bosnia? Was it better? Was there more relaxed laws? Like for us in Ukraine, it was like at the beginning of COVID, really strict, and then afterwards it was like,
It was lighter, yeah. It wasn't like in like other countries, EU countries, I would say.
They got locked down.
Yeah.
I think after the first 3 months, I was still able to go gym, kind of do normal stuff.
Yeah, but like when we went to Cologne to play an event, like we needed to go to the room for 3-4 days. I don't know. Like, you do COVID test.
Oh yeah, the quarantine.
Yeah, you do COVID test to get so you can go to the airport first of all. Then you get COVID test when you arrive in Cologne. Then you every day are getting COVID test. You're alone in the room for 3-4 days, and then event starts.
When you say alone in the room, it's not even a teammate, just on your own.
Yeah, just you. You have PC. They just you 3-4 days. They like every night you get the paper with the food. You choose like between two, I don't know, and they are bringing you like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you cannot go out.
I'm glad we survived this.
Yeah,
I'm so glad
you couldn't open window either.
Yeah, there was no chance.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, let's look at this part then when NiKo comes into G2. How much was that you trying to get him? How much of it was like, how did this whole process work? Was this a joint decision? Was this G2 management just saying they wanted him? Because I know it's your dream, but it's not often someone gets to make their dream happen like that. And
I mean,
it's not cheap.
Everything clicked at that time, I would say. Mm-hmm. Of course, everybody knew that I wanted to play with him. At that time, he wanted to leave, I think, FaZe because, like, I don't know, he was not happy with some things and he didn't want to be in IGL anymore.
Yeah. That was a rough ride for him completely.
Yeah. And, like, he wanted to leave, and, of course, our management wanted to take an opportunity because they knew they can have that opportunity because I am in the team mainly and they could do something about it because NiKo would agree to come to G2 and play with me. So, I'm really happy because they decided to do that, and that was like biggest moment of my career when he joined G2.
And what was that like? Was that like the extra motivation? Was that like we can finally do it? What was the big change for you?
I mean, at the beginning when he joined, I knew that we need some years to build up the team so we can lift some trophies.
Yep.
Because you cannot just go from like zero to winning the trophy. Like we needed to start from zero literally when he joined, and like it was really tough at that time because you needed to choose between two players who is better. Like it was between Amanek and Jax. Yeah. And then after Kenny, then we brought back Amanek to Op. It was just crazy. Then NiKo oped at some point. It was just.
I remember that. Even that one, I was like, okay, NiKo can do a lot of things, but I don't want to see the best rifle in the world. I don't want to see the best rifle of all time with an Op in his hand ever.
Then we were like doing some like great achievements. We were playing Cologne finals when we didn't have Op, prime Op in the team. We played major finals.
And this is CS:GO. Yeah.
Yeah, we played major finals and we had the chance to go third map against Navi at that time.
And obviously that chance, that whole moment for you guys, it was like you've been battling against them so many finals, right? And this one, probably the best opportunity you had.
Yeah. That was third map, Mirage. We were really good at it, and if you want that nuke, I would say, like, because we didn't have any pressure. Like, okay, you play against Navi, they're just favorites, you know. Like, nobody is thinking that G2 will win. And then, like, without any pressure, we entered the game. They had a lot of pressure, but yeah, they knew how to deal with it, and they are experienced men. Like, won a lot of finals. But it was, for me, dream came true. Like, playing major finals with NiKo together in the team, and it was the first major together.
Yeah.
That's just.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask about. It's first major with NiKo, but also it's our first time coming back to LAN.
Yep,
But that was the first. So imagine we've been in this COVID bubble, all this horrible stuff we spoke about. We started to get tested. We didn't really try to leave the hotel too much, but we were finally in an arena and there was crowd.
Yeah.
What was that like for you to be able to come back with that? Was that did you feel more fired up as a team?
It was for me first arena, like first arena with the people.
Yeah.
For me and Nexa. And
crazy.
Yeah, it was against NIP
when
in
you
Stockholm.
Look down your just events, right?
Yeah.
If you just ignore COVID,
Yeah.
you think, oh, look how many
Yeah,
big stages
exactly. So that was the first event in front of the crowd for me, 2019. Like, it's crazy. And against NIP in Sweden, in Stockholm. So yeah, it just, I mean, I will always remember those moments. It's just really amazing. And especially, as I said, playing with NiKo and of course with Nexa, who was there since the beginning of my career. It's just amazing feeling.
After that, though, after Stockholm, was this like where you knew things had to change for us to have success as a team?
I don't know what happened, honestly, after that. I'm just... it was... Yeah, then we played one more or two more events. Yeah, two more events.
You finished off the year, right?
Yeah, and then, that's where our management staff kind of decided, okay, we should change something if you want to move forward. And we wanted mainly OPE. Yeah. We mainly... I mean, we knew as well, we need OPE in the team. Like, we did everything we could. I'm really happy that Amanek is a great guy. He did everything for the team. He played all the roles since I joined G2 and the day he left. He was even coach in Katowice 2020. Really great teammate, great guy. I don't know, like, I'm sorry that we didn't keep him at that time, I would say. I think he can play all roles. Just, that's the kind of the player.
Was it sad to lose him as well?
Yeah, it was really sad, and but we got Ilya.
But this is it,
you cannot be sad if you get Ilya.
How much did you guys know at the time, and how much did you guys decide on Monesy, or was this just like you were told this player is good and you come to it? Because obviously I was very lucky. Navi, obviously I'm watching anyway, but I was doing the We Play Academy League, so I've been watching this kid for like a year, going, what the fuck?
Yeah, but we were watching as well, only highlights, of course. You were not.
Yeah.
But we had like two situations. Okay, if we need IGL, we need OPE. The thing, like, in our heads was Nexa didn't want to IGL at that time anymore, and my idea was, okay, he doesn't need to IGL, but he can just stay in the team and be an anchor, you know, and lurk. Yeah. And our main idea at that time was, okay, Monesy, NiKo, me, Aleksib, and Nexa.
Okay, yeah.
Great team, in my opinion.
Yeah,
really good team.
Definitely. And actually, in terms of personality, even with Aleksib being finished, that works. I feel like across the board,
really good.
It works good.
And then Xtaz was like our coach at the time. Yeah. I mean, he just joined. He just wanted to sign for G2, and we were discussing, talking, and then management staff decided, okay, if Nexa doesn't want to call, he shouldn't be in the team.
Oh, so they just decided.
Yeah, that was
and that's why you kept Jax.
Yeah, then it was between Jax and Amanek, and then like we all decided, okay, was better. We had votes, and Jax had more votes to say, because like we needed somebody to have a good mood, because we were all kind of serious. Ilya is new, Aleksib is new, you know, like we needed somebody like Jax, and that was the decision. But my idea and NiKo's idea, I think, at the beginning was, okay, if Nexa doesn't want to call, he can still stay in the team. He's a great player, like he's now, and be an anchor, be a lurk, and but management decided something else. But still, I think we had a good potential.
Well, it's funny for Nexa because, he got the short end of the stick, and I would agree with you. I think anyone looking at that Counter-Strike was, no offense to Jax or Amanek, but yes, good mood and everything else like that. I'm going to choose Nexa as a rifler in those positions to play better.
The crazy thing about Nexa, he really never wanted to be an IGL.
No, he just forced into it.
Yeah, he was forced in Valiance, crazy.
And
after
forced in OG.
In Valiance at the beginning, we didn't have IGL. Like, it was Emmy making strats, giving me on paper, and I was reading what we are doing, like literally like a book. First gun round, second round, third gun round, like full robots.
Just follow.
And then we did, okay, if you want to be a serious team, we need an IGL. And then Nexa decided to take over because nobody else could do it. And after when we joined G2, you know what happened, bro? When we were discussing with G2 and talking with them, okay, who will stay? They told us it will be Hooxi, me, Nexa, Kenny, and then Amane Kovač. And then when we signed, they said Hooxi is leaving to Vitality.
Oh, so you actually thought you'd have Hooxi?
Yeah, Hooxi to call.
That would have been.
Yeah, we thought we'll have Hooxi to call, and Nexa didn't want to call. And then he got forced again to call.
Oh, so it's just unlucky then, really.
Yeah, exactly. And then he
Nexa might be the most unlucky player because he can IGL. So if you don't have one, it's just like, default.
Yeah, it's just tough because like he's an anchor and he's like lurk. Yeah. It's really tough. Like you have different mindset, different vision. Of course he can call. He's a smart guy and everything else. But just role-wise, he shouldn't be an IGL.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so let's talk about some more of the positive sides that come in here, right? Monesy comes to the team, and that is where you hit gold because you knew he'd be good, but I don't think no one, even if we've been watching him, no one could have imagined he'd be this good on stages and this good. Explain to me when you've seen young players, because for me personally, I've never seen a player be so young, but so like mature about the game, about how to do a business, how this all works.
How it was like when he joined the team, you saw highlights, you saw everything, you see his stats, you know he's a great player. It's all about, okay, how he is as a kid. He was 16 years old back then. How he is as a kid, like, that's what you were scared of. And I saw him first time, and I met him, and I talked to him first day. I knew, that's it.
He's like, it's what impresses me about him is he conducts himself so good.
He's great. Like, I don't like to talk too much about the players that are playing with me, positive. But he is just great. Like, he's, for me, the best topper, 100%. Of course, you have Zaivu, you have Simple, whatever. Like, but as with Dope, he's the best.
Right now, I fully agree. Yeah. 100%.
Oh, he's just great. Great. I mean, he was a great kid before. Now he's already adult. He's almost 19. He was always great. He has great relationship with everyone. His parents, his brother, they're all good. And when I met him, I understood, okay.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. And yeah, of course, they are as well one of the reasons why he's standing with both legs on the ground, and he was always like that. And I'm really happy to have him, and I hope I will play with him as much as I can. That's it.
Well, your career will definitely end before his.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, at least you can stay with him to the end. That would be good, right?
Yeah.
I want to look at this though, with the Aleksib situation, because to me, I don't know from inside the team, but Aleksib just missed out on having the opportunity to do well, right? And Nexa could have had the opportunity to lead and have Monesy and be given a more chance of that. How hard was it for you guys as a team for this constant changing and kind of unknown?
I'm just sorry because, like, as I said, we played some finals even before without Hope. We were top 2 team in the world. We were just after Navi. Navi was like 10 steps in front of us, but we were still second,
Great.
Yeah, and we just needed something small we needed Ilya.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it, yeah. And then because Nexa didn't want to IGL anymore, blah, blah, whatever was happening, we have a new coach, everything is new, then you need to start from zero again.
And you just gone.
Yeah, exactly. Not from zero, but let's say from 20. And we were on 70, 80 already. We just needed this small thing to be competitive with Navi at that time. That's it.
And was that frustrating for you guys? Because obviously management are making this decision. It's not really what you guys wanted.
I mean, we were asked as well about some things. I cannot say that full management made the decision, but yeah, mainly them. I mean, I didn't think too much about that. I was just trying to, focus on myself to try to help whoever is coming there because I know that's the only decision, and I didn't want to. I mean, I was really sorry to lose Nexa because he was there with me for I don't know how many years together. We are really good friends as well outside of the game. Yeah, so. It was really tough, and then especially when he joined OG after and I gelling them. I was really sorry, but yeah, this is how it is. No time to cry. Aleksib is great as well, in my opinion. Yeah. Really good player, really good IGL. He can fit all roles. Like he can play star roles to call on city sides. He can play like anchor roles that he was playing with us. But yeah, just something didn't click. I would say, I don't know what.
Was it just stylistically? That's what I wanted to find out. Is like, was it how you guys like to play and with him? Because one thing I noticed he did good was he was good at raising up Monesy, right, and helping him get into the game.
No, I mean, he was really good. It's just, I think, Aleksib and Ixtas at that time, like Ixtas as well had us as a first international team. His English wasn't the best at that time.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and it was really tough with him and Aleksib to work out together. But still, I would say Aleksib, I think, is really good. Ixtas is really good. We just needed to find some balance and to be really, really good a team at that time.
Now, going from there, you remove Aleksib. We then see Ixtas go out there as well. Swanee's like taking over.
Oh,
Right?
Ixtas was there when we brought Hooxi and JKS.
Oh, he was still there.
Yeah, he was.
How much? Wasn't long after though, right?
It was summer, like I would say, it's like after like first part of the season, after Cologne. Then we had summer boot camp.
Yep.
Then after summer boot camp, we had no. Yeah, after Cologne, that's when we like at the end of the season.
Okay.
That's when they decided to change Aleksib and Jax, and then JKS. I was asked to be IGL at that time. I remember. I didn't want. And
You ever see yourself as an IGL or no?
I don't like it.
Okay.
I am too much responsible, and then if we lose or something goes wrong, and it's my mistake.
You're gonna feel bad.
Yeah, I think I would really feel bad, and it would be really tough for me to focus in game. But if I see that I can help the team, of course, I will maybe step up. I don't know, step in. I don't know what I would do, but yeah, it's really tough for me. I think I was asked many times to be an IGL in my career, many times. In every team I had, in G2 5 times at least. But I didn't want to
They
accept.
didn't remove you for saying no, so that's worked out
Yeah,
still.
yeah,
You just
yeah.
held your ground.
Even before we got NiKo in the team on city sides, I was the guy calling city sides mainly. I was calling all city sides, literally on all maps. But yeah, what was the question? I forgot.
So now looking at this transition, Jax is gone, Aleksib is gone, Ixtas is gone.
No, Exas was there at the
Ixtas there
beginning.
for a little bit.
Yeah, and then when we failed RMR,
Then he went.
then he went. Him and Jerome Niak, our manager, they decided to just
When
leave.
you didn't qualify for the mate. Oh,
When we failed for Rio.
And this is it, right? We look at this roster and we think so much potential. Not making it through that, what is that just the worst feeling in the world?
But that's just again starting from zero.
Yeah.
Like in 6 months you start from 0 2 times. Just tough.
And you had no choice as a player, right? In terms of it's this being decided. You
Yeah,
have
I
some
mean,
say,
we
but
had
the
some,
game's
yeah,
over.
exactly. We are not making decisions at the end as a players. Somebody else is making decisions, not us. We are asked, of course, but yeah, we are not making any decisions. And then that summer break, we brought Hooxi and JKS, everything great. At the beginning of bootcamp, it was really tough. Then we played, what event it was? Pro League before that. Yeah, Pro League before this EM Rio qualifier. We did well. We lost in semi-finals, and then just 3 days after, we are playing first game RMR. We win 16-0. Then we lose 3 games in a row. It's just crazy. And then yeah, they decided to step down, 2 of them.
Yeah.
And
They agreed it together. It wasn't like management pushed
Yeah,
it quickly.
2 of
Because
them.
That's what looks horrible, right? Is where they go out so quickly. I think it's like 9 months that Aleksib had, right? And it's like
even less, 7.
7 months.
7
maybe
months.
7.
Yeah, 7 months.
7 months in, and then again for the rest of you, like you said, it's the rebuild.
Yeah, it was just crazy times. Like you want to build something, you are doing your best every day on practice, and then 6 months after you start from 0 again, and it was just tough. But then when they decided to leave, of course you respect decision, whatever. And then we were like, should we bring coach? Shouldn't we? Okay, like Peca was already in G2 but doing some other things, and they just.
Oh, he was in already.
Yeah, he was in, but not as our manager. He was, I don't know what he was doing. I forgot. I
Something
don't want
esports.
to. Yeah, something. Yeah, something in G2. Then, they decided to call him to be our manager. He said, yeah, of
And
course.
he's GM, right?
Yeah.
General manager.
Yeah.
So he's got a bit more authority. You're going to get less of the stupid decisions at times.
And then we are like, okay, should we bring coach? Shouldn't we? We just wanted to stick together because we were building something, we were playing a lot, and then Swanee was there with us all the time. Let's just keep Swanee,
Yeah.
Like he didn't want to be a coach. He just.
Which is why he left in the end, right?
But we didn't want again somebody to start from 0 again.
Yeah.
Because like you have some coaches that want their vision always, and
They want to change everything, they want to control everything.
and that's where we became a team. We stick together, and that's the reason why we won these 3 events.
And that's it, right? This run, starting at the World Final.
Yeah. Maybe if they didn't leave, like Niak and Ixtas at that time, maybe we would have changed some players again, and we wouldn't do what we did. Blast World Finals, Katowice, and after Cologne. So yeah, I think that's where we understood, okay, we are together, we are a team, that's where we need to step up, and that's what we did. But of course, we had a lot of work with Ixtas before. He's as well one of the reasons as well why we became good, you know, because we worked a lot and
Positives to take away from that.
yeah,
Time.
of course.
Now, bringing Hooxi in, obviously huge success he had with the Flames, but he didn't at the beginning to me seem like a person that would fit in with what the rest of you guys were. How was that development process, even for him and JKS? Both of them are not players I would look at. I think ability, skill, no problems. But I'm talking like culturally and as people, they're very different to the rest of you.
Yeah, I mean, like at the beginning, we knew that we'll change Aleksib and Jax. That decision has been made from our management staff, and then we were asked, okay, which player you want, blah blah. Then for anchor, we just said JKS, and that's it. You know, we had some other options, but JKS was the only one, literally at that time.
So
Yeah.
good.
And then about IGL, we had some options. We were trying to get somebody else. We had like 2 options before Hooxi.
Oh really?
I think. Yeah, I think they were telling us to. I remember Alex at that time.
Yeah.
And then second, I don't.
Vitality, Alex, right?
Yeah. I was asked 10 times to be IGL as well. So
Just checking on you.
yeah, literally,
No,
bro. Literally 10 times in 10 days. I'm on vacation, going
like,
back.
Did
Yeah.
you get this player and you could IGL? No.
Yeah.
Wait again, next message.
So yeah, it was really tough. Of course, I mean, I'm really good in really good relationship with all players I played with, and I really hate when we need to change someone. That's like really bad feeling. But it's not up to me at the end. So yeah, we had some options, but yeah, Hooxi was there kind of safe option, and he agreed to join us, even though he had some other offers as well for a lot more money.
Oh really?
Yes,
Damn.
a lot better like conditions at that time, but
Need to do an episode with Hooxi.
yeah, and I'm very happy that he decided to come to us, and yeah.
And how does he fit in personally though with the team? How did him and JKS, did it need some team building, some team bonding time for you guys to get on the same page out of the server?
Not really, I think. No, I mean, they're really good. I cannot say anything about any of my past
I'm not trying
teammates.
to get you to say something bad, I just mean that like, was it a different dynamic, something you have to get used to, you know, things change?
Of course they are different, like of course they are different, but I think us together, it's just good fit. It was good fit,
Yeah.
that's it. Not too crazy, not too, you know, like calm. It was just good balance between us.
And a good balance that worked as well. I want to look at the World Final one, because the World Final, that was incredible, because the situation Hooxi had to go through was so sad, you know, and you guys still did it, stuck together as a team. You had Edward as your mental coach as well, and this looked like it was all coming together at the right time.
It was like, I cannot explain my feeling when we won that event. Like when we won that last round, it was just like, I'm really proud of Hooxi, and I will never forget what he did for us at that event. 99% of the players would leave. Like it was, he came like literally 8 p.m. and he got an information 11 p.m., 10 or 11 in the evening. So everybody would leave, I would say. I would leave. I was trying to put myself in his position at that time, and I'm like, I'm leaving, because I thought he will leave 100%. And then he talked with his mom and sister, and they told him to stay. And after everything is just amazing story. I will never forget that, and I'm very happy that we won that event. It meant to me more like Blast World Final. Okay,
Yeah.
Meant more to me than Cologne.
Really?
Yeah, no joke.
Because of everything you had to go through. Yeah.
That just hit me in my heart, literally. And then after Katowice, of course, like we won Katowice, we played against Heroic, who was top 1 at the time. If we win, then we are top 1. Blast World Final was just 1 month before. Everything is still, you know, fresh. What was going on?
Even though you had like the Christmas break, right?
Yeah. Everything was still fresh. Like it was 1 month, like difference, 1 month and a half maximum. And then if you know we are top 1 if you win. We were having this amazing streak with a lot of wins in a row, and Katowice felt like the world to me at that time, you know. But World Final everything started from that, I would say.
Yeah. And this was the real turning point for you guys, right? The success was finally coming. But for you, did you imagine when you had NiKo by your side, later on you had Monesy, it would take this long?
I mean, I really never thought of, okay, we will win this year 3 events, or we need to win, we need to go to the finals or whatever. I just, step by step, I'm always the guy that is going step by step. You always think about the next game, the next event, and that's it. I was never thinking, okay, how much time it will take. you know that you have great players. But if you don't work properly, if you don't enjoy playing together, everything else is whatever.
Okay. And not just Katowice, Cologne comes in as well. But the thing that's still the problem for you guys was the major. How was that year when you go into the Paris major, as everyone's saying like it's yours? You must have felt like favourites.
Yeah, but we were favorites at the time. Like, we were really good, and we had one bad event after Katowice, I think, and then Paris major was next one, kinda.
Yeah.
And we had really good bootcamp before that, working a lot, playing a lot, and we thought, okay, yeah, it's good, you know, we are coming there as a favorites, kinda. We didn't think like that, but yeah, we knew that we were one of the favorites. And then I don't know what happened in our heads, but we were not us. We even, like, first stage we went 3-0, it was really good. And then after, I mean, we lost unlucky game against Vitality, really unlucky first game, and Zaivu clutched 1v4 on a really important moment. Like, this first day is deciding a lot. We had a bad day, it's 0-2, it's full pressure after, and then pressure ate us.
And that's what you think, you're right, was the pressure just got you guys.
Yeah. If we won that first game against Vitality, story would be different, trust me. I don't say that we would win or something, but at least go to playoffs, and, you know, teams that were in playoffs at that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that first day just went off for us. We were not good individually. Nothing was really good for us. And yeah, after pressure, I would say ate us in this last game against Fnatic. And yeah, that's it.
And looking at this now though, right? NiKo gets a lot of criticism. Hooxi gets a lot of criticism. Do you get the same kind of criticism come your way? Do you get the same comments, people coming at you and stuff like that?
Not really. I mean, I'm not the guy who is reading threads and going on Twitter too much. I don't like to read. I mean, I know if I can understand immediately if I'm not doing my job the way I should do. Of course, I can understand that, and nobody need to tell me if I'm shit or not.
Yeah.
You know, I know if I'm shit or I know if I'm good. But I'm just trying to not think even if I'm good or if I'm shit. If I'm good, I'm trying to take it as a confidence and to be even better. If I'm shit, I'm trying to work more to be better. And that's how we are thinking as a team as well. Of course, like, if you are playing bad consistently, that's killing your confidence. But you have that, like, if your teammates are trusting you and if your team is believing in you, that's everything.
Definitely. And for you, you've been one stable, consistent player, right? Just looking at how you've been able to hold your own role, your own position. Why do you think that you've been able to be so consistent?
I don't know. I'm just trying, like, to have, how to say that, I'm the guy who is having, like, kind of the same habits since I started my career. I'm really responsible, and I'm trying to, you know, be really good with every member of the team. In good relationship, I'm trying to make jokes, be like, that they know that I'm with them always. Whatever is going on in their lives, not only CS, that I'm here. And that's how they are trying kind of to reply with me as well. And I always had good relationship with every teammate I had at the team. And I never had an issue even when they left the team or whatever, they got kicked, whatever. I always stayed in a good relationship with all players. And that's, like, if you have a good relationship with your teammates and they believe in you, you believe in them, that's pushing you to do better. And if you have your own habits and the things that you are doing in your real life, and the way you are playing, the way you are working, that's just the way that you build up and you bring consistency.
And your consistency is crazy. 13th best player from HLTV 2020, 12th 2021, 14th 2022. This year's one, I don't agree with the 13th place personally. It should have been probably a bit higher for you. But even looking at that, right, Katowice 2023 MVP for you as well. When you look at that and what you've been able to achieve there, do you feel like you are also one of these players we call a big game player, like a big stage player? Do you feel like you perform better in those situations?
I mean, like when we talk about, like, statistics and things like that, of course we can say that, but my stats dropped off when CS2 came out, even for 2023, because in CSGO I was really good since CS2 came out, then I dropped a bit. And even in CSGO at the beginning, like, I was 2 years behind everyone. I didn't play the best at the beginning, let's say first year, year and a half. I was, like, having bad stats, playing some whatever events. And then after, when I clicked and when everything started to go well for me in the game, it was well all the time. So yeah, that's what I am trying to do even now, just to be patient. Shit period, I hope, is behind me individually. It was not that shit, but it was not me.
It's not your level, exactly.
It's not me and who I want to be, and how people see me. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now, and I hope it will get better. It's getting better. I cannot say like Katowice we played playoffs as a team. We qualified for London. Now we are in major playoffs. For RMR we went 3-0. As a team, it's still going well.
Yep.
Thanks to Ilya. No, but yeah, of course we are a team, and yeah, I'm happy that we have individuals that can always step up. But yeah, I think good time is in front of us and in front of me.
Does it frustrate you right now with your not being able to feel the same confidence, the same level in CS2?
Of course.
Yeah.
I need to
it
be
must
honest
be so
with you.
annoying.
Yeah. Now it's a bit better comparing to the beginning of the year. I cannot compare myself like in January and now. It's 2 months difference, but it was very bad. Like even when I play, I understand. I have good like I'm thinking the same like same game sense. Everything is the same. Just you cannot kill.
Yeah.
You do everything perfect, everything is fine, and you just don't kill. That's frustrating.
The muscle memory is different. The way it feels is different.
And then
you're trying to get hold of it.
When your
again.
confidence is down, you don't want to call to even fuck it up more. You are scared of it, and that's all connected. Confidence is key in this game, and confidence is all, I would say.
Do you feel like you're getting your confidence back though?
Yep.
Yeah, you feel like you're getting there. Have you had to put more time into the game? You have to make like an extra effort to do that?
I don't know. Like since CS2 came out, I'm playing a lot.
Good.
Especially like last 3, 4, 5 months.
Yeah.
Like since November, I would say, after this Sydney and everything around. Since we got Nexa back, after Sydney, that's when I started like work really hard.
How big of a change is it for you guys having Nexa back though? Because obviously I know there's all the controversy around, why did they get rid of JKS, this stuff. We've heard your reasons, like in terms of the mood and what Nexa can bring to the table. And Nexa is a solid player when we don't think of him as an IGL. I think everyone should remember that. But how big of a change does just that one piece do for you guys?
It was really tough at that time when we decided to change Justin, because at that time NiKo had the big offer. I had offer as well. Like after Sydney, it was all after Sydney.
Would it have been you and NiKo together?
No.
Okay.
He had Falcons.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't want to say who wanted me.
No, that's fine.
I don't like to talk about it. And
many teams would want you, huNter. That's for sure.
Yeah, but one good team wanted me, and it was like good story. And then I'm like, okay, if NiKo is leaving, I would like to leave as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but if NiKo is staying, I would like to stay because he came to the team because of me. And if I leave, it's just not good from my side.
Are you ever worried about that though? Like, because you want to play with each other, you have played with each other.
Yeah, but
if you split, would you not try to go together away from G2 if that was ever a thing?
Yeah, I mean, he got an offer to go alone, and we were talking, of course, together. If he told me if I go, I would try to, bring you there, whatever. Yeah. And then I was telling him about my offer. He said, I would take it even if I stay or whatever, But he was really close like that to leave G2. And then I was waiting for him to make a decision, and then everything with Justin is going on. Yeah. G2 doesn't want to sell me if they sell NiKo, and it was like crazy.
All the pieces are going to break. Yeah.
And then if I leave, Ilya want to leave, if NiKo leave at the same time, like it's just...
The whole team's exploding at that point,
G2, I understand G2, and I'm really happy that they gave me opportunity, and I didn't really like to just leave and let them do whatever they want, because they gave me a really good opportunity to be there, and I have really good life being in G2, and we achieved a lot of things together, so it wasn't easy, but yeah, at the end we stick together, we stayed together. I'm really happy because of it. Yeah. Maybe if I went to that team, it would be better for now, but I think it's bright future in front of us.
And in terms of that, do you worry though about the fact that NiKo had offers or you had offers that someone like Monesy might not even stay if he gets offers? Because I looked at the relationship, you have a great relationship with Monesy as well, right?
Really good.
NiKo at first, they sit next to each other, they're learning with each other, Monesy's showing him tips and stuff before we bloody warm up. I'm watching things and I'm just laughing. Do you feel like he might have been affected by all of this?
Of course, I mean, as well, he had some offers and he wanted to leave as well at that time, but he understands, okay, G2 cannot let him go. Yeah. He is just, I don't know, he's everything. He's just gold. You cannot sell gold that easy,
No.
So yeah, Ilya is a big part of CSGO team now, CS2 team, and everything is around him right now. Before it was maybe me, then after it was around NiKo, now it's Ilya.
Times change, things
of
move on.
Of course, and we want to help him even be better. That's our goal, and to be better as a team.
Well, the perfect thing is it's very positive right now, and it is on the way up. You have a smile on your face and you are in the playoffs. Before we go into the final part of this, the thing I do with everyone is skins. Now, I don't know if you're much of a skin man.
I am, but not that crazy.
What do you like then? Because I know you guys can borrow from these rich guys and you can get all these skins that people lend out to people. Do you do your own or do you borrow?
I have mine.
You have your own?
I don't like to take it from... sometimes I take it, but mostly from people that I know. For example, Ilya has some good skins. I ask him sometimes, give me for 10 days, I'll play, and I give you back, or Nexa or whoever. But yeah, I like to have okay skins, not like crazy 20k combo, but yeah. But I like
You're a family man, you've got to be sensible with money.
Yeah, of course. But I have like, I always like to have, okay, if gloves are red, I want to have everything red.
Oh, you're like me. I do the same.
Really?
Yeah, I do the same.
I always like to have everything perfect, perfect fit.
I've done this though. I've gone, my CT side is blue and my T side is red.
Oh, okay.
So I've gone like a little bit more because I was like, oh, I still want to change and have something different in there.
That's what I like. But it doesn't need to be perfect,
What gloves are you rocking right now?
Marble Fade.
Oh, okay. Very
Marble
nice.
Fade, yeah. And I have Marble Fade knife, of course.
Nice, you have to match.
Yeah, and then of course everything else that fits: USP, Glock, AK, MP9, UMP, everything.
Oh, you bring on the
everything.
Even weapons you're not using is red, just in case you do need to use it.
Not exactly everything, like P90 or like SG or something like that. I don't use. But yeah, most of the skins I like to have.
I'm trying to think, what's your red AK choice then?
No, it's not red. It's like Marble Fade. I have, Marble Fade gloves you can fit.
No,
blue.
AK.
What AK I have?
Yeah.
Empress.
Oh, okay. So it's got a bit of red on it though with the gold as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good fit.
Nice. So
you're
mixing it in with that.
There's some blue as well. So
yeah. M4?
M4A4. I have Emperor one, like blue one.
Oh yes, lovely.
Yeah, it's really good one.
That works perfectly with your gloves as well. That's so
good.
nice.
That's really good. And on the silencer, I don't remember what I have, but it's as well good one. I even I couldn't find good silencer, and then I went on Google and I'm like, which silencer M4 is fitting good with gloves Marble Fade?
You're just, okay, this is brilliant. HuNter is just like us. Yeah, you're waiting and fine. Because I did the same thing. I sometimes sit there and I'm like, okay, I got this, but I want this. And then I'm just like, someone else must have searched for this. Someone else is looking.
But everybody, I didn't even know. I write that, and then on YouTube you have Marble Fade gloves, and then all skins that fit with it.
Yeah, all the ones to go.
You go Steam Market and buy everything.
These guys know it all, right? They definitely know it all. Okay, so the last part of this, because we didn't touch on it, is obviously you are a father, yeah? Things changed you. How old is your daughter now?
2 years and soon 2 months.
2 years and 2 months. Bro, I remember when she was born. It's crazy that it's already that long.
Katowice 2022. Yeah.
And is it still girlfriend or is it wife?
Wife. Even before we got daughter, yeah.
So how long have you been together?
Well, we were together since 2012.
Wow.
Yeah, we were in a relationship for
from when you were young?
Yeah, 9 years, then we are now married for 3 years.
So she's really seen it all, she's been through it all?
Yeah, she's with me since I was no one. When I was talking all, when I was playing football, when I was studying, when we were going to the school, literally. Since then we were together. Second year of high school. So yeah, we were really young. We were 16.
That's beautiful.
So we were 12 years. We are 12 years together. Not were.
Yeah, we are 12 years together. Very clear on that.
Really, really good. We know each other the best. So you cannot hide anything. And I'm really happy.
And you come to events. Sometimes we see them. I've run into your daughter a couple of times as well. How much does that mean to you? Because obviously it's so hard when you're away. I understand you, right? You're traveling all the time. Luckily, you can boot camp in Serbia a bit more, so you're not too far away. But even then, boot camp is boot camp, and you maybe go back, see him, a day?
Yeah, exactly. Even less than a day. So,
yeah,
I mean, before it was a lot easier when you didn't have a kid. Of course, sometimes you want to be home. You like to spend time with your wife, with your parents. Everything is good, but when you get the kid, it's just different. It's really, really, really tough now, and especially because she's a girl and she's connected with me a lot. Yeah. And I'm about to leave.
So she's daddy's girl.
Yeah. When I'm about to leave, it's really tough, and it's getting worse and worse because she understands a lot and she's talking now and everything else.
That's it. That's what got me. When I first time I had Harvey at the airport saying goodbye to me, when he can talk and then also run at you.
Yeah.
That's I was like, this is terrible. How am I supposed to do
and
this?
when they're waving from the terrace or balcony that you...
That was the last time I did the airport thing. You can meet me at the airport, but I'm not doing the goodbye at the airport anymore. I did that one time and it was horrendous.
My wife doesn't want to do it, and she never wanted. Even before, when we didn't have a kid, she didn't want to go to the airport with me. It's just tough when you leave. I mean, it's tough, but now the mindset is different. Before you were thinking mostly about yourself, to work for yourself, to do this, to do that, but now
I want this,
everything you are doing is because of her, because of your wife and your daughter, and of course your family overall. So yeah.
How much are you and your wife like what your parents were with you? Do you have a similar... Yeah. You took a lot of inspiration from that?
She has as well young parents.
Okay.
My wife, and she's grown up like not the same, but like she understands everything like me. And yeah, we are trying to be, of course, you cannot be like brother and sister completely. Yeah. But yeah, she's still young. It's like you can talk to her, but not really serious. You know how it is. And yeah, I will try to be 100% like my parents were with me. Yeah. And yeah, that's it.
You want another one?
Of course.
Yeah?
Of course.
Hopefully a boy, or you don't care?
I don't care. The most important is they're healthy, and that's for me the most important. Because my wife and me, we had the issue before we got daughter with first kid that we were about to get. And then after that, you just don't care about anything but health. Yeah. So yeah.
But you seem, this is when you're talking about health, the whole time I've known you, you've seemed to be fit, I guess, from the football times. Yeah. You've never been unfit, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it's for me really tough to get a lot of kilos, even though if I'm not doing anything and eating.
I'm so jealous.
I cannot eat too much. Like, if I'm going in the gym and playing football and doing whatever, like, activity, that's where I can eat. But if I'm not doing anything, just my body doesn't ask for so much food. And that's good, I would say.
That definitely is good. That works out. Yeah. So any closing thoughts you want to add to this about your future and just about what you want to achieve in CS2?
Nothing crazy. Now full focus is on this major. Next game is against Mouse, so Mouse is the main goal for me. As I said before, I want to go step by step, not thinking too much about what is in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Just want to try to find the consistency that I had. That's the main goal for me as an individual, and as a team, just go step by step and try to... We are getting better and just try to be better and better. That's it.
I'm sure you'll hit it. You're definitely one dedicated person and one of my favourite people to be around and spend time with.
Thank you,
And
James.
it's good to get to know you a little bit better as well, mate. So thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you. And good luck going through the major.
Thank you.
And you spoke a lot longer than you actually thought you were going to
say. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It was fun.
Good, good.